All right. Good Monday morning to all of you. So good to see your faces. I love when you guys put your cameras on. I understand if you can't, some people are still in their bathrobes. It's okay. But I love to see your beautiful faces Monday mornings. My name is Michelle Niels. I live in Fort Collins, Colorado, and I am one of your hosts for the Monday morning chat. And today is Monday, April 17th, 2023. And we get together every Monday morning with our incredible Live Younger community, which is Gregory and Robin are our incredible leaders, the most heart-centered people I have ever met. I've been in other network marketing companies. I've never met anyone like Robin and Gregory. I love them so much. I know you guys do too. So I just want to give a couple ground rules for our call. We meet for about a half an hour, and the first 15 minutes or so, about the first half, we would like to focus on the star of the show, the X39, because that patch does so very much for all of us, physically, mentally, emotionally, and dare I say spiritually. And I will say that. And they are the inspired creation of our wonderful founder and genius inventor, David Schmidt, who is a very godly man that we love dearly, a man of high integrity, incredible spirit. I've met him. I actually got to shake his hand and get a picture with him a few years ago at one of the first conferences I went to. So welcome to all of you who are new. If you are new to our call and maybe you're checking out LifeWave, maybe you've never tried a patch, this is a great call for you to hear testimonials from people who have been in for a few weeks to a few years, maybe even longer. But the X39 has been around since late 2019. And boy, that patch is like 70 or 75% of our sales, totally globally sales. So there's so much that it does. So that's why we like to focus for the first 10 or 15 minutes at least on the X39. And so when you're ready to share, or if you have a question, you will find at the bottom of your screen, there is a reaction button, and you just click on that, and then it says raise hand. You just raise your hand, and I will call on you. And another little couple other parameters is try to keep your share to 30 seconds to a minute or so that we can have more people sharing. And it's best if you talk about how you were before, and then the patch that you used, in this case, the X39 for the first bit here, and then how you felt afterwards. And another thing that we need to keep in mind is we want to remain compliant. So please use symptoms only. Don't name any disease names, because the LifeWave patches do not, heal, diagnose, cure, prevent any disease. So please remain with symptoms only. So who would like to start us off? It looks like Gail from Fort Collins. Hi, my neighbor. Go ahead and unmute, Gail. I can't hear you yet, Gail. I think now you're unmuted, I think.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So when I joined LifeWave quite a few years ago, and when I first joined, I was relatively really healthy. And Satsunder is the gentleman who introduced me to LifeWave. And I started wearing the X39, and I noticed more energy. I noticed better sleep, and I already had great sleep because I own a medical product called the Beamer. So, but I was like shocked that I even had better sleep, and I felt happier. And so I really loved it, and I've been using it ever since. And I honestly am struggling right now to remember things. I was just in a total car accident last week, and I was hit by a drunk driver.
Oh, Gail, I'm so sorry.
And my car rolled, and I saw the whole thing with my husband, and so I'm sorry, I'm so upset, but when I talk about it, I relive it, and I've been having massive anxiety.
Mhm.
I have 7 broken ribs. I have a fracture in my T4. I have a minor concussion. And I would just love to connect with some people to help me with the different. I mean, I know a lot and I'm very smart and I'm 72 and I was a professional dancer till I was 61, but I don't think my mind is really clear at times. I had a minor concussion.
Gail, you've been through an incredible trauma, and you are in the right place, and you are totally supported and loved here by this community, and your emotions are totally fine. They're all welcome. And you know, you're also with the right company, and we have so many things that can help you. So keep your faith. I can tell you have a very strong spirit. You're going to get through this. And so since the accident, which patch have you been using? X39 for a while now, it sounds like, right?
Right. When I remember, I used the X39 and the X49 because my body is challenged with that severe weakness of the bones. And right now, because I'm wearing this brace and I have 5 broken bones here. So these are just washcloths to give me a little bit more cushion. I have some Eon patches on right now. I put 2 on. I didn't think that was going to be a big deal.
No, I think you're on track there.
And then I was thinking that I should probably wear the energy enhancers every day to help with the healing. And the thing is that I think I'm still in fight flight because I can't really digest very well.
Michelle, I think Dr. Tom might have some
Yes,
guidance.
Dr. Tom. Yes, I think it would be wonderful. You know, and the fact that you're even on this call 1 week after your accident, Gail, and you know, putting yourself out there like that, you're very brave, and we all are supporting you and loving you, and you're in our prayers. Dr. Tom, go ahead.
I was going to say the same thing. It's a gorgeous share, and that's one of the powerful pieces of this call is that life is up and down, you know, and we struggle. And Michelle's right on, Gail, that you were in great shape before being an athlete, a dancer. And the good thing about these technologies is they put people who are doing the right things on the fast track. So definitely stay close to your practitioners, of course. But these technologies will help dramatically. I was going to share some stories. I was at a holistic expo all weekend and had some great stories about spinal. Didn't have any multiple rib fractures, but lots of folks in a lot of pain looking for some help, right? And I think your doc will have his eyes popped open, his or her eyes, their eyes. Hopefully you got multiple practitioners. Because of the concussion, you can try either energy enhancer or ice wave at the temples or at the mastoids. Span the whole skull, and if you can you can even try the HAP protocol. But
I missed that last sentence.
You can definitely try the HAP protocol if you go to liveyoungersuccess.com and how to use the patches. And work with the people who you work with, of course. But the HAP protocol is great. Ice Wave and Energy Enhancer, both of them have a beautiful revascularization dynamic. It's not just anti-inflammatory. They actually bring the right healing molecules to the space, right? So you got really great flow there. Take really nice care of your skull. Eon, you can use an Eon. You can even use 2 Eons. Put one on the back. And you could put a set of energy enhancer and just under the ribs, just under your cage there, and X40, X39, and 49 at just below the belly button. and create a nice triangle there. Or you might put X39 on the front under the belly button and X49 at the base of the spine, right?
Okay. I
Yeah,
do have,
but stay close, and thank you for sharing your story. It's really beautiful, and we're here. Yeah, you're going to do great.
thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
One last comment. You know, you're within maybe walking or biking distance from Dr. Barbara, right there.
Right.
And she might be able to give you some hands-on support and also guidance to which patches where. So I definitely would contact Dr. Barbara if possible.
Okay.
And Gail, I'm in the same office with Dr. Barbara Jennings, and I do healing work as
Oh,
well. So
There you go.
there you go. You got
Okay.
you got a team here right around the corner.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
great.
Well,
Well,
I'm here on the call too, so I could definitely give you help if you want to come in, Gail.
Thank you, Barbara.
Beautiful.
I do have one more testimonial that I think I really wanted to share. I wanted to share this before the accident, but I also, I had a spinal fusion in 1973 and worked for many years to get my body back. And even after that, I did gymnastics and dance and was a very successful volleyball coach and gymnastic coach. So I didn't let those things hold me back, but now my lower back is, let's just say, very interesting with a lot of things. So a few months ago, I kept on having a challenge with I felt like my coccyx was always stuck up my butt. So I said, and I go to Barbara, you might know Mark Darling. I go to a non-force chiropractor. And so anyway, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna tape my Eon patch in my underwear. And I can't believe the amount of pain. I mean, it went from a 8, 9, 10 to a 1, 2. So don't be afraid to put Eon in your underwear.
That's right. We've heard many underwear stories. That's
Oh,
great.
so great.
Thank you so much, Gail. Okay.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Keep us posted. I hope you join us on the calls continuously.
That's my intention.
Keep us posted. All right. Thank you, my dear. All right, Heidi.
All right, and focusing on the X39 in 90 seconds or less, I did a patch protocol yesterday, and this is an interesting time to share this because I actually have been living in a new location and been meeting all sorts of new people. I met a Marine yesterday, and I was sharing my story of my sleep, and I have experienced X39 for about a little over a year now, but I started patch stacking. So you can see I've got probably 2 right here. And I stacked these patches. And I asked him, I said, I know that you're a Marine and I know that you're retired and I know that you've experienced trauma and I know that you probably don't sleep very well. And he said, how do you know that? And I said, because I had traumatic sleep patterns until I wore this patch. And I said, do you mind if I put it? I says, it's stacked with another patch that I use during the day now. And I says, but I started stacking it at night. And I says, I wore it on my heart. And I says, can I see your dog tags? And I looked at his dog tags and I said, can I put it right underneath your dog tags? Well, we were just casually talking and he was sharing his story of the last time he cried. And it was when his sister died 3 years ago. 20 minutes later, he started crying and he goes, is that what it's supposed to do? And I said, yes, you're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Breaking down the barriers, letting those emotions be free, feeling is healing.
X39
Right?
stacked.
What's that, Heidi?
X39 was stacked.
Was stacked.
It
Can
was
you
stacked.
tell us what it was stacked on? Did you say that?
I didn't, and I wanted to keep it to 90 seconds, and I did it at 93 seconds. So
Okay.
I'll put it in the text so you can move on to the next story.
All right. Wonderful.
Modeling.
There's no more hands up. I am surprised. We have 102 people on today. Yay. I think that, I don't know if that's a record, Gregory, but We've gotten around 100 before. This is awesome. Okay, Anne Marie, and then Susan, and then Christine, and there they go. They're popping up. Anne Marie, hi.
Good morning.
Good
Good to
morning.
see everyone. I have a story about what happened to me last month. I'm all better now, but it was pretty scary. March 7th, I found out I had a lot of congestion creeping up in my lungs. It's not the thing that's been going around the last couple of years, but it's something that I had to go have somebody look at, and it starts with a P, if that gives you a clue. So it's characterized by a lot of fatigue, feeling very run down, coughing, lots of mucus, so fever. So it was pretty scary. I did everything I could to stay out of the hospital, and yay, I did, with the help of so many. I especially talked with Robin and Dr. Tom, and I wanted to just share with you what I did with patches for this. I did my homeopathics, my supplements, my essential oils as well. It took a lot of different tools to get after this. But anyway, Robin mentioned that I should do X39 on both lung 1 points. So 2 X39s at lung 1 in the daytime, and then switch to Eon at night. These were so helpful. Also energy enhancers at kidney 1, bottom of the feet. We all know 10 on the left, white on the right. And of course I did X39, and I had that at C7. Also, Dr. Tom mentioned carnosine, and it was a winner. He said for cardiopulmonary. And so I actually did 2 carnosines, which at his recommendation, 1 couple finger widths below the belly button, and 1, he said to triangulate, which is what you and Dr. Barb, Michelle, have said so many times, and, you know, go through joints and all these things to get a better effect. And it wasn't for pain, it wasn't the ice wave. But anyway, I did carnosine in the front, below the belly button, and 1 at the base of my spine in the back. And then I added glutathione on top of the Eon at night, because it just helped me, because I just had a hard time breathing at night. It's hard to sleep. And the only other thing I added was energy enhancer. I took another set of energy enhancer. So I was wearing 3 sets. I put energy enhancer right at the base of my rib cage on the left and the right. And I can tell you, the minute I put those on, I could breathe better. I mean, instantly, I could breathe better. So this pulled me through.
Oh my, and you stayed out of the hospital.
I stayed out of the hospital. Thank you very much, Robin and Dr. Tom and others who pitched in. I really appreciate it, because it was pretty scary.
Yes. Oh, we're so glad you're doing better, Anne Marie. You look awesome. How long ago, what was
It
your,
was, they found out when they took, the picture of the test, March the 7th.
March
And
7th. Okay.
Yes, by the end of March, I was much, much better, doing okay to get back to doing everything.
Oh, awesome. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Powerful story. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have Susan, then Christine, then Ruth Ann, and then Nadia, and that will probably take us to the bottom of the hour, if not past. And Gregory, is it okay if we go a little over?
Yeah, we can go a few minutes, but if everybody could try and be a
Yes.
little brief. I think that was good modeling. Thank you, Heidi, for your 90-second modeling. That was
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes,
And,
please
and
try and
just
keep it.
Anne Marie's approach, we call that the wallpaper approach.
Yes.
Most people, when you're in a crisis situation, with a lung situation like that, and to avoid having to be hospitalized, God bless you, Anne Marie. That's wonderful. Thanks for sharing.
All right, Susan.
Hi, this is my first time here. Excuse me. I have mold sensitivities, and it usually, if I'm exposed, it's a trip to the emergency room, a round of a drug for about a week, and then an inhaler. And when I got my first X39, I was overusing the inhaler almost twice as much as I was supposed to. Within 1 week of using the X39, I had no more need of an inhaler. I could finish all my work without getting out of breath. And a couple of days later, I could even go up the stairs with no problem breathing. That's it. Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful. And that was just the X39, Susan.
Yes. Yep.
All right.
I've
There you
been on
go.
it for 10 weeks now, and it just keeps getting better.
Oh, you just stick with it. Your whole life's
Thank you.
going to change. Thank you, Susan. Okay.
I believe it
Christine.
will.
Christine, and then Ruth Ann.
Did I unmute? You unmuted me. Thank you. So I've been doing the X39 religiously, and yesterday I was cleaning and I had the vacuum cleaner hose, you know, they're metal, and it slipped out. The long wand slipped out and the edge of the wand hit my foot.
Ouch.
Ding, ouchie, ouchie. And I was like, and I couldn't see really what was happening, but it really hurt bad. And I thought, oh, that's well, it wasn't bleeding, so I was glad. And then I was looking for a bruise. saw the bruise starting. I'm like, oh my goodness, okay, I'll just slap something on there really quick. And I had a used one, X39 near me, and I taped it on there, and then everything's better and no more bruising, and bruising went away, and just, yeah, I thought that was pretty handy.
Yes. Wonderful. Yes, those little minor traumas. We just slap a patch on, and burns, cuts. Gregory smashed it. I remember your story still, Gregory, about smashing your shin on the trailer hitch or something. Oh my gosh. And it was X39.
I did the same thing you did, Christine. I immediately actually, I did it a little sooner. You waited for the bruising to start. I did it right away. At first I put some ice on it, then I put an X39, and then I forgot about it. And the next day, Kai, our good friend and enroller, was at the house here, and he goes, "How's your leg?" And I went, and I looked, and I had the X39. I pulled it off, and there was nothing, not a mark, no black and blue. It was like it never even happened.
But don't go clunking yourself just to test the patches.
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's be safe. All right, thank you, Christine. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, I can't see a name. Ruth Ann, there's your name. Okay, Ruth Ann, you're next.
Okay, mine's a very tiny little share. I've been on the pad on X39 for about 8 months, maybe 9. And back in 1999, I had chemotherapy, and it left one fingernail with really big ridges. And it's been there for 20-some years, and they're gone. And it's a tiny little thing, but it just, the longer you wear it, little things keep happening. So that was encouragement to me.
That's
a lot of other things happened, but that was just a tiny one I just noticed this week.
Oh, yay. No, those are very important too. I mean, we like to have nice looking nails, don't we? So those ridges, that's crazy. That's the first time I've heard that. That's awesome. Okay, Ruth Ann, thank you. And we have Nadia. Hi. Nadia. Hello.
I've been using X39 for a year, primarily for sleeping. I know I'm young, but I didn't sleep very well before, and now I sleep like a baby. And then I use Eon really quick. Sorry, going fast as I can. So I have menstrual issues. I have cramps. I used to have cramps. Now I don't, because I've been using SP6 for 4 months, as well as Eon, right below my ear on my right side. And it's helped so much with pain. It's helped so much with reducing the pain. And I think SB6 has normalized my hormones, because now I don't have any cramps. And I've had cramps, severe cramps, for years, since I was like 13.
That's huge, Nadia.
I know. So I just wanted to tell you guys, and it's possible. So
are you where do you live? I haven't seen you on the call before.
Oh yeah, I live in Los Angeles, West LA. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Welcome. So good to see you. Thanks for the share. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay. Dr. Barbara, we'll probably end with you.
All right,
Barbara?
was having trouble getting myself unmuted. I just wanted to share the story I shared in the director call with this group, that a good friend of mine was in liver failure for the last year. She got on the transplant list, and I had her using X39, Eon, and glutathione as much as she could. And so she was using them pretty regularly for the last 8 months or so. And I explained to her that as soon as you have the transplant, you can't use X39 anymore. So you get everything you can out of it now. And thankfully, the stem cells aren't all made in your liver, so it still really worked for her. But when they told her after the surgery, which was 2 weeks ago, they told her to expect to be in the hospital 1 to 2 weeks, and usually it's 10 to 12 days. And she was doing so well that she set a new record for the earliest person discharged at UC Health Hospital in Denver, which is a high-risk hospital. So yeah, she was discharged after 6 days.
Oh my gosh.
That is
And
unreal. Oh my gosh.
It-
Well,
it's a-
we used to say
amazing.
unbelievable, but
Yeah, but really amazing. And she can still use the Eon and the glutathione, but she was just thinking, wow, I'm doing so well. It's amazing. And I said, well, you just spent 8 months building up a great supply of stem cells. So you've got a whole bunch that are going to work for you right now.
oh my
And she's like,
gosh.
oh yeah. Anyway, it was it's amazing.
That's such a good reminder, Barbara, that we, if we do have a trauma like our dear Gail, you've been building up these stem cells. You are so far ahead of the game of anyone out there that hasn't had the honor and privilege and blessing to have these patches. So that's a great
Yep.
reminder. Yeah. Our bodies are building those stem cells from the minute we
If
start
you know
wearing.
something's coming, then yes, you can definitely prepare for it. Or if we just use it and have an accident, that exactly, you're way ahead of the game.
Thank you. Beautiful share. Wow. Okay. 2 more hands went up. You guys, we need to stop here. I actually have to get off the phone. I have an appointment in about 15 minutes. So we'll end with Kame and Heidi, and then we'll turn it over to Gregory. You're unmuted. You're good.
Okay. I have a question. I started having really severe pain in this joint last week, and I patched with Eon X39 Ice Wave. It swelled up. It turned red. Now I have weakness in this joint with my thumb. Any suggestions? Right now I only have Ice Wave on it because it's been hurting something horrible.
What did you do to it? Kame?
Nothing. It's arthritis.
Okay.
It's the A word, but it just started hurting, and then after I patched it, it swelled and turned red, and now it's weak. It's been like 2 or 3 days that I've been dealing with this, so I just any suggestions other than what I'm doing.
That responds really well to Eon and glutathione if you alternate Eon at night and glutathione in the day.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Barbara. Excellent. And when you said it got a little bit worse, Kame, that makes me think about a healing, like a Herxheimer reaction, like your body is maybe trying to get rid of something if it got a little bit worse and more red. Like there's more blood flow, your body's working, it's doing what it knows how to do, to heal. So thank you, Dr. Barbara. Anything else, or yes? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So Gregory, you want to tell us what's going to happen tonight?
Well, we're going to have some surprises for you tonight because we don't have tonight's call planned out yet. Weekend got
I'm
ahead of
here,
us.
honey.
Oh, Robin's got some ideas. So Robin's going to tell us about tonight's call.
I just want to say hi to everyone, and I'm literally right now in the dental chair. And then so I got a good review, right?
Yeah.
Yay.
That's review.
Best review ever. Which is really good. And we were at a holistic fair yesterday, and I patched a lot of people for pain, and they were in awe. And so it's really exciting, to be at a show, to have person after person after person, like in disbelief. And one of the women said, well, I've been doing research on this. And I said, tell me more. She goes, well, I researched with Melinda Connor. And I went, oh my gosh. And it was amazing. And she actually called Melinda, took a picture of us. It was really, really fun. And she lives in Livingston, Montana. Go figure. So you never know. And I just feel so grateful and blessed that we can help people so simply,
naturally, affordably with something that really truly enhances the quality of their life. And we're going to be doing a lot of follow-up. And I just want to give everyone, just a hint. I don't know if anyone's on, but I invited people to this call. Invite your guests to this call to hear these stories and ask questions, because it can make a huge difference in their readiness of, just giving it a try. So we'll look forward to seeing everyone tonight. And yes, we'll have a surprise for you.
And for those who don't know, Dr. Belinda Connor is a primary researcher who's worked very closely with David on doing the studies on X39 and several of our other products. She's an independent researcher, but she's just a delight. She's appeared at several of our conferences, and she's off the charts about this technology that David Schmidt has created. So it was so funny to meet someone that actually worked with her, like Robin said, in Livingston, Montana, of all places.
And here's something that you guys might want to write down, especially those of you who are new. We have a Live Younger YouTube channel, and that's what you liveyoungeryoutube.com. And if you type in, well, actually, I don't know, Gregory, if this is on there. I do know it's on YouTube. It's the interview between Dr. Melinda Connor and David Schmidt. It was done about a year and a half ago. Okay. And I always go back to that one. I share that with some of my new people who want some science, and they're having this beautiful conversation about the research on X39. So
beautiful.
Dr. Melinda Connor and David Schmidt. How do we plug in for tonight? Someone said. So tonight.
Hello, this is Gail.
Tonight it's Live Younger Zoom. Okay, if anyone, I think we need to mute people, Gregory. Do you want to mute everybody?
Yeah, hold on. There we go. Okay.
Okay, so tonight's call is liveyoungerzoom.com. It is at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and it runs about a half an hour like this call. So join us tonight. And if you are new today, we're so happy you joined us and hope you got some inspiration. This is our vitamin B12 shot for the week. And there's a lot of love, as Heidi's showing. It's a great community. You're welcome here. And thank you guys for showing up. And if you want to unmute, Gregory, we can all say au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Thank you.
Adieu.
Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much.
Everybody, good call.
Great call. Thank you. Thank you for being the hostess with the mostest amazing.
Have a great day.
Michelle, look at the chat real quick.
Bye-bye.
I see it. Okay. Bye, everybody. Keep on patching.
Be on time for your appointment, Michelle. Bye.
I will be. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great day.
Definitely.